Hello, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is inspired by a question that I get pretty much every single day and inspired by a call that I just got off of with a client. And the question that I get almost every single day is, what is the best diet for fertility? What is the diet that is going to help me get and stay pregnant? And so today we're going to talk about it, but my answer is likely going to surprise you. But first, before we begin, I'm Bianca, professionally trained chef, fertility diet and lifestyle coach, and holistic nutritionist, and I help people get and stay pregnant. And in today's video, you are going to learn how to eat to do just that. Here's the thing. When people ask me what is the best diet to eat for fertility, they are often looking for a list of foods or a list of guidelines, eat this, don't eat that, in order to sort of come to a conclusion of like how they should eat to get and stay pregnant. Usually this question is inspired by some unexplained infertility or maybe a lot of losses consecutively, and people just want to understand like, what can I be doing as far as how I'm eating, which is very influential in this process. What can I do to improve my chances? And again, when it comes to the best diet for fertility, it's not about the foods that you eat. Yes, that matters. It mostly comes down to how you are eating them and what they do in your body. So instead of looking for a list of food to eat, instead you need to be thinking about, what do I want my food to do? What does this food need to encompass as far as benefits for my body that is going to point to good fertility? Meaning, if I am eating this food, is it going to cause me inflammation or help me lower it? If I'm eating this food in this way, is it going to cause me to have a blood sugar spike, or is it going to keep my blood sugar curve nice and flat and balanced? You have to ask yourself, what is the net benefit of the food that you are eating? What is the net negative of the food that you are eating? And weigh that out as far as your decision making goes as to what is the best diet for you. One of the reasons that people love the carnivore diet, the animal-based diet, the ketogenic diet for fertility, and people say, I got pregnant using this diet and I could not get pregnant before, is because of the lowered blood sugar response that you have when you eat these diets. These diets don't have a lot of carbs, they don't have a lot of sugar, so you are unlikely to spike or have a glucose event, a blood sugar event, and that is amazing systemically. It helps to lower inflammation, lower your cortisol response, improve nutrient absorption. There's so many things that are garnered for fertility by simply balancing your blood sugar. That being said, those diets can feel really restrictive to a lot of people. And I think that the reason people point to those diets is because there isn't really much learning that you have to do as far as how to consume carbs, because you just aren't really eating very many of them. Some, if none at all. And so while I believe in those diets, I personally follow an animal-based diet. I think that when we are trying to learn how to eat, those don't necessarily teach you how to eat. They just restrict the foods that could be causing you problems. Do I have a problem with those diets? No. If you are the person that's just like, I don't ever need to eat any of those foods, or at least I don't need to eat those foods on my fertility journey, then I actually recommend doing something like the animal-based diet, because it does have more variety than carnivore, but you will likely not have any negative effect on your blood sugar. That being said, we can replicate that positive blood sugar events in our body by understanding how to eat the carbohydrates that we eat. The best diet for fertility is one that helps you lower inflammation. It is one that helps you improve nutrient absorption. It is one that feeds and funds good liver detox, phase 1 liver detox. That is the best diet that you can be eating for fertility. One that ticks all the boxes, one that helps you with your blood sugar, one that helps you with your gut health, one that optimizes your liver function, and by virtue of all of that, lowers the inflammation and cortisol in your body, which points to good egg quality, good sperm quality, good ovulatory health, good hormonal balance between estrogen and progesterone. All of that is done when you understand those 3 pillars. Because the best diet for fertility is one that nourishes you, but also one that you can sustain. If you cannot sustain the carnivore diet, it's not the best diet for you. If you cannot sustain the ketogenic diet, it is not the best fertility diet for you. There is research that says that whole grains can help with thickening the endometrial lining and improving implantation. But if you don't know how to eat those whole grains in a way that is going to make sure that they are a net benefit for you, then they are net negative. And we have to either understand how to eat them or remove them completely. So you have to do a little bit of filtering in this process. You have to look at all of this through the lens of your life. If you are a carbaholic, it probably has to do with your blood sugar balance, and getting that into check will probably shift that so you're not as carb dependent as you think you are. That being said, if you are a carbaholic and I'm sitting here telling you that you have to be on the carnivore diet, that is probably not sustainable for you. You will probably hit many obstacles. You will internalize that as you are not good enough. And it's just a whole host of issues that could add to issues that are already there because of your fertility journey. And so instead you have to think to yourself, what do I like to eat? How do I like to eat? What foods make me feel good? What foods make me feel good, like spiritually? And then understand how to eat those foods. I guide clients through becoming animal-based. I help clients if they want to do the carnivore diet. There's obviously a lot of caveats when we talk about the carnivore diet and fertility, but I also help clients who are omnivore, who eat meat, who eat grains, who eat potatoes, rice, and all of those things. And those people get pregnant just as readily as the people that do the animal-based or the carnivore diet. And again, it's because in both of those diets, nutrient density is very important. So both sides, whether you're carnivore, animal-based, whether you're omnivore. That being said, what needs to be the weaving thread through all of those diets is that they lower inflammation, balance your blood sugar, help with nutrient absorption and liver function. If any of the diets that you choose to do don't do that, that means it is not the best fertility diet for you, certainly. And so that is the lens that I want you to start looking at the best fertility diet for me through. Because the best diet is one that you can sustain, because how you get pregnant is how you have to be pregnant, is what you want to do in postpartum. Because if it helps you conceive, it'll help you have a nice pregnancy. It'll also help you have a nice postpartum. But if it is not something that you can do beyond the 12 weeks of fertility prep, then maybe we need to approach it differently. The Fertility Blueprint is the program that is going to help you get and stay pregnant. And the most important thing about this program is, one, it is broken down into the pillars that we mentioned. Blood sugar, understanding what and how to eat for blood sugar balance. Gut health, understanding what and how to eat for good nutrient absorption and gut healing. Liver health, what and how to eat for phase 1 and phase 2 liver detox. And also understanding what we can do to clean up the inflammation that has been left by poorly managed blood sugar, bad gut health, and bad liver health. This program will teach you how to eat so that no matter where you go, you can sit down and someone can put a plate of food in front of you and you know how to eat it. I have had many clients come to me and they have been given very prescriptive, eat this, don't eat that, never eat this, don't eat that. And so it can curry up a little bit of stress in them, but then they go to a restaurant, a dinner party, somewhere where the food wasn't necessarily in their control. And the anxiety that can come from not knowing what's going to happen, not knowing what's going to be on my plate, not knowing how to eat it is worse for you than understanding how to eat, because that creates flexibility. It creates understanding. And it also helps you realize that it is not necessarily all about what you eat, because I've had people come to me, they are experiencing unexplained infertility and they seem to be eating all the right things. They are, however, not doing it in the right way. The best fertility diet is one that teaches you how to eat so you are empowered in those choices, because that is where the rubber hits the road. Because you can get a meal plan that's fully devised for you. What happens at the end of that meal plan? What happens if you get bored of that meal plan? You will revert back to your old habits because you were not taught how to eat. And the Fertility Blueprint does just that. The best fertility diet is the one that helps you rise to your healthiest and highest self. It is the one that helps you bring up your base level of health. It is the one that helps you lower inflammation. It is the one that helps you have abundant gut health and nutrient absorption. It is the one that funds amazing liver health. It is the one that balances your blood sugar, your insulin, and leads to an overall systemic improvement in your body. Because when you do that, you improve all of the things that make your body baby friendly. You need to zoom out and stop thinking about what do I need to eat for fertility? Instead, what do I need to eat to be in my best, most healthy body? Because that, and by extension of that, your fertility will improve dramatically. I see it every day. So I hope you liked this video. I hope that this brought some enlightenment on what is the best diet to eat for fertility. If you like the video, please like, please share, please comment, and of course, please subscribe. I love having you here and sharing these videos and hopefully empowering your fertility journey so that you can get and stay pregnant. It's my biggest dream for you. See you next time.